shadows are going to be all up in here. Kind of in here. Okay. So the wall will have shadows. In fact, let's lighten it up just a little bit because you should be able to see more of the rock on this side of here. So the shadow will come in here, like this way, okay? And I'll throw a shadow around. And a lot of times I'll throw this just out like this and kind of give it that, that the sun's over there. Here's another thing that shows that the sun's there, is that this will come across here, come down, and then all of a sudden you have a tree shadow. See there? Now the tree shadow's on that side, but it's also on this side here, so I'm gonna, okay, do that over here also. Kind of going across there, so there's that shadow there. This one's casting a shadow over here. And it should shadow, I'm sorry, I kind of messed up. It should go across this way because it shows the ground better like that. I can fix it a little bit. There you go. There you go. Kind of shows that shadow, and the shadow should come over this here, over that. Kind of goes over this, a little bit over this. So that shadow's kind of casting over here a little bit, not into the water too much, but all in here. Okay, and then we'll just bring it in there. Show that the shadow is mainly going on that side. And I'll just throw some, I'm just throwing some gray colors on there. Same with over here. Look at the dimension it adds to this whole thing here. So now on the top here, you should be able to see the rock. You'll see the light of that, but a little bit over here it'll take away some. But this type of the rocks over on this side, I'm not going to be able to see these. Same with the fire pit. So let's throw the fire pit shadow. There you go. That little bit there, look what that does. That's so cool. And do it over here too. And let's just bring it across. So. If the camera can catch me there, there you go. So there's that shadow coming across. And it kind of, look a bit over here. Same thing. How's that, huh? I'll throw a little bit of lines across here, just giving that the grass structure a little bit over here, and I can actually do the same thing over here. The back of this, I can just kind of over the back of this. Not there. I'm sorry, right there. Okay. So here the sun's on it, so you're not going to see it over here with that same thing. Same with this. Same with this. And of course now this is kind of going this way, so now this whole, I should measure this to make sure that, because they've got more of a definitive shadow that it's casting on there. So this is casting that shadow like that, so it should cast this shadow like this. Okay, so that means that the whole thing is going to be cast like that, and the same with this one here. It's going to go down from there, and it's going to Drop that shadow right up in here. Okay. And then this one from the perspective point, it's going to come across because that's the shadow from the top. So now I have all this to do. It comes in with the sun right there. Comes all in here. Kind of drying out this pin, that's for sure. But it gives me my shadow that I need right there. See right there? Let's just come in like that. There you go, and that comes into there. Now, I never throw a black shadow where there's a window, and I'll tell you why. Because a window, Claire, you ever put two hands and you look into the window? That's because the glare. And so here you have no glare because it's a shadow, so therefore you leave that blank, okay? I'll throw a little shadow underneath that. I'll ribbon that, I'll ribbon this. And I think about it. Now on the other hand, you have windows that have been, that are just the opposite, you know. They have glare on them, so therefore you can't see the white. They look like a dark black windows in there, and then you have a little streak through it. A little streak right there. Just like that. They can even sometimes emulate the trees in front of it or around it. And that becomes the shadow. Okay. So now, another thing we need to add to this thing, there's no texture or structure on the house itself. So I think we need to add some, like almost like the siding. So let's add a little siding to that, you know, just to give it a little bit of a, it's such a subtle thing, you know, doing stuff like this, but it adds so much. So if you do that, it adds just a huge amount to the drawing. You'll see it in the cartoon drawings. They do the same thing. This should overhang. This line comes in here, which is all right, but this should kind of overhang more. So I'm just kind of throw some extra ink in there and bring it out a little bit more. Now to give that Eve effect there, I'm going to throw some more color or another shadow underneath this. Should use a ruler, but it does. See how that right there just added so much to that. And before you just had the regular thing, and you can do that, just over here too. It shows the dimension of this upper place. Now I'm going to add a little bit of, let me put this back in here so I can get a square. I'll square this up here and I'll do the same exact thing I did on the other one. Like this. There you go. And now you have the whole outdoor kitchen. You have the set. Now people can look at this and go, okay, wow, that's what it's going to look like. Well, you know what I didn't do? Do it on the water too. There you go. Look at that. Now that little bit makes it look exactly like water there. So let me throw a little bit of a signature on it. And I think we're ready to take a picture and send it to my man that needs it drawing for his clients. That's how I do it. I take a picture of it, send it to you. You guys can blow it up at Kinko's, or you can do whatever you need to do. But in the meantime, this is how I do it. Instead of scanning it, it comes out really nice. I get a good picture on it, and I'm able to send it. Well, that's our Contractor's Niche series for drawing for today. And really what it was is just to give you ideas of how quick you can do a sketch like this and make it look really effective. Look at that thing. That's really nice. And what it is, it's just makes it so effective. So when they go to do the estimate or to talk to people, it's such a wow factor. You can sit there, as my friend James says, It's a wow factor. You go in there and you put that in there, and you give it to them, you show it to them, and they go, man, that's what you're going to do there? All right, man, how much is that going to cost? And of course, Zig Ziglar always says, build value and then ask for price. How can you ask for price if you haven't built value? Build value. Do something spectacular for people. Do something out of the box. Do something so cool that when they see it, they just go, man, I got to have that. And then once you do it, they just go, man, everybody knows about what we do and how we do it and stuff like that. And that's what we want. We want more results. We keep putting videos out on the internet of all the beautiful, our trainings and the different things that we do. So keep in touch, stay tuned, and we'll bring some more drawings to show you some more things and how we do the quick sketching. New ideas every time. Well, I like this. I think it's really going to be a nice way to show a vision to these people. My contractor's customer is really going to like this because he can show the vision of what we have here. And of course, we have all of the dimensions. Would be the waterfall. It has the upper dimension of the wall, the patio. It has everything. Outdoor kitchen. Has a lot of things in here. But I tell you what, this would be a great backyard. Wouldn't you love a backyard like this? This would be absolutely amazing. And so I designed it like it was my backyard, or like it would be something that I would want. So that's what I designed it for. Guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And keep on bringing it. I'll keep on bringing with the contractor's niche. And what I mean by contractor's niche is new ideas, new ways to do things, new ways on old ways. There's always, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Well, that's true, but there is principles out there that we can use that are very effective. And principles here's my principle: build value, and then ask for price. Don't just go bid. We charge $35 a square foot. Please don't do that. You don't charge for $35. You charge whatever the value is that you're doing. If you're bringing a great value, then you charge according to the value. And really, you also charge according to a lot of times what people are what their placed set value of that job or whatever you're going to do. They have a perception of the value of what you have. And a lot of times you go in there and you cheapen yourself. And what happens when you cheapen yourself, you might even not do as good a job. So go in there, don't charge too much, but don't charge too little. And go in there and give people great value with your work, and a lot of great contractors out there. This is just a great way to show a great vision. We do some pretty crazy and out-of-the-box stuff with concrete. We love doing and being creative. So you stay tuned, again, to the Contractor's Niche series. Thank you.